Hey Card Fighters, World Champion Chris here with a World Champion deck profile. We'll just start with the strides. We have 4 Destruction Tyrant Arc Raider. His skill is when you attack, you choose one of your rear guards and retire it, and he's going to get plus 5,000. And an on-hit effect, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. So it's good for sniping out some key rear guards from your opponent while providing some on-hit pressure. The next stride is Super Ancient Dragon Pearly Titan. His skill is when he's placed on Vanguard, you can choose one of your rear guards and one of your opponent's rear guards and retire both of them. Again, good for sniping out rear guards, and if he gets power equal to the power of both of the rear guards you retire, and if that power is over 20,000, he's going to get an extra critical. So really good if you retire one of your own grade 3 rear guards and a 9k rear guard of your opponent's, or vice versa. Going into the grade 3s, our main boss is 4 Ancient Dragon Tyrannoquake. He's a Legion unit with his non-Legion skill being when he attacks you can choose one of your guards, retire it, and he gets plus 5k. That's good for starting up some of the combos, and synergizes with his Legion skill, which is when you retire, when a card on the Vanguard circle gets put into the drop zone, if he's in Legion, then he's going to get another plus 5k and a crit, making him 30k with a crit unboosted if you use the combo. The next grade 3 is 4 Ancient Dragon Spinal Driver. This is the Break Ride. So the skill is when you're at limit break 4 and you ride another Tachikaze, that Tachikaze gets plus 10, and you choose 2 of your own rear guards and retire it. And then you can draw 2 cards. So this is good for building some advantage, using some of the reviving units, and some of your counter blasts. Very good card because it also gives a crit, and when you combine it with Tyrannoquake, that's like 3 crits without any triggers, and it can really punish an opponent if they don't have the guard. Lastly, we have 3 Ancient Dragon Tyranno Legend. This is really important because the starter we're running is Baby Rex, which we run at 2. And if you don't know, Ancient Dragon Baby Rex's skill is when it's put into the drop zone, you can counterblast 1 and search up a Tyranno Legend and call it to rear guard. So it's going to allow you to get an extra attack off early game. And it also sets up your plays with Pearly Titan getting a grade 3 rear guard on the field, so that you can set up for that plus 20k and then getting an extra crit. If you also notice, we run 2 starters because that helps set up multiple Pearly Titans throughout the game, and a total of 10 grade 3s because Tachikaze has yet to get a stride fodder, which means you're going to need the extra grade 3s to guarantee that you can stride. Going into the grade 2s, we're running 4 Ancient Dragon Dino Crowd. Extremely good muncher, if you will. So when he attacks the Vanguard, you get to choose one of your rear guards, and this guy gets plus 5k, again enabling the combos with the revivers. One such reviver is Ancient Dragon Tyrannobite. So by reviver, I mean a card that when it's put into the drop zone from rear guard, you counterblast 1 and you can return it back to rear guard. This lets you munch it up with one of your other dragons so you attack, munch it up with one of your other dragons, and then bring it back as stand, getting off extra attacks in the battle phase. The last grade 2 we're running is 2 Ancient Dragon Knight Armor. This is also a muncher, but only when you're in Legion. It's going to be able to eat up one of your rear guards, give itself plus 5k, and the skill, when it hits a Vanguard, you unflip 1 damage. That's a useful skill because Tachikaze are very counterblast dependent, but it does have a downfall needing you to be in Legion, so usually you want to try to ride this if you have it, because we're not always going to be in Legion, mainly focusing on the strides. So next is the grade 1s. We have 4 Arcbirds, the Perfect Guard. We're not using the Ancient Dragon Perfect Guard because they were a little harder to find for us, and the name Ancient Dragon doesn't really mean too much in the deck, especially at grade 1, especially there's no special counterblast or anything like that. Next, we have 3 Ancient Dragon Iguana Gorg, which is a reviver like Tyrannobite. So you gotta bring it back from the drop zone for 1 counterblast whenever you munch on it with one of your other dinosaurs. Then 3 Ancient Dragon Gatling Garl is a grade 1 muncher. This is really good for making early plays against your opponent's 7k Vanguard. It's going to hit for really high numbers really early in the game, which can put your opponent in a bad spot. Keeping with the theme of rushing, we also, the last grade 1 we have is Ancient Dragon Triplasma, which is the 10k attacker, which just lets you hit some good numbers early as you want to move the starter into a rearguard column, just to help for early boosting and early rushing. So finally, with triggers, we have 8 crit, 4 of them being Ancient Dragon Dinodile, which has a skill move him into the soul and unflip it damage. Again, super important because Tachikaze are very counterblast heavy, and if you don't have any counterblast, you can't use any of your reviving skills, which cuts off your combo attack plays. And then we have 4 draw and 4 heal. Well, I hope you liked our deck profile, guys. If you want to be a world champion, definitely pick this deck up. Really does the trick. Lots of crits, pressure your opponent. Make sure to comment about the deck if you have any questions. Like us, subscribe, and check out our other videos for more. Vanguard Central out.